You're watching www.ThePapare.com and welcome to the Dialog Rugby League, the match between Navy Sports Club versus Army. Battle between the soldiers, and this is going to be an interesting clash because Army Sports Club, of course, they went down to CRNFC in the first match after playing so well in the first half last week. On the other hand, Navy, the host today, have a convincing win over the Air Force in the first week of their clash. However, it's going to be an interesting clash. We have the team card. We'll be bringing you down the team cards of Navy Sports Club. First of all, Satya Ranatunga, who started as a lock forward in the first week, and he's opting as the prop forward today because Sajid Saranga has been moved to the lock position after he missed out the first week of the game. Also, we have Dulanjana Vijay Singh at the hooker, Kasun De Silva, the tight head, and along with Saranga, it's Supun Piris, who's a combination in the lock. Danushka Greta Ferreira will be the captain today, Yoshita Rajapaksha at number 7, and Omalka Gunaratna, the under-20 captain, on his second match of the club rugby debut. Experienced little Pushpa Kumara is number 9, and another experienced Dev Anand has been the number 10 for today's encounter because Chanaka Chandimal, the playmaker, has been pulled out in the last minute due to an injury, and therefore the big boy Dev Anand has to start today. Salia Handapankodo, of course, the winger, along with Kursala Tisera and Lee Kegel, the centre combination, and Dinusha Chaturanga, the Sri Lankan, both 15 and the 7th player, is starting in the wing. Just going through the Navy Sports Club bench, you have Roshan. Before that, we'll be looking at the Army Sports Club. Inshaf Ghafoor is with me. Go ahead with that, Inshaf.
A very good evening to all our viewers on ThePapare.com. I have with me the Army teams lineup for you this evening. Army, of course, led by Asoka Jayalal, the big prop forward, the former Sri Lankan Tuskers prop forward out on number 1, alongside Samira Vikramanayaka, Dilip Niroshan, Nalaka Maduranga, Nishant Kobakaduwa, Upula Beratna, and Chamira Silva in the flanks. Manoj Silva making up in the Army jersey, in the number 8 jersey, while Rizvi Mohammed comes in to the team as scrum half. Ashan Bandara retains his post from the first game as fly half once again for his second game this season, while Madhushan Chandrasekhar will be at wing 3/4, while the indestructible the two brothers to watch out, Imanka Aryapala and Dinushan Aryapala, will take their place in the center positions. Tushit Senanayaka will once again start for the Army team as wing 3, while Gayan Salinder will be their fullback, and we'll have our replacements in the screen in a while.
And here we go, the replacement for Navy, that is Roshan Ranasinghe, Chatura Dilshan, the Isipatana boy, who's also in the under-20 squad, Anuranga Walpola, the experienced, who moved from Havelock Sports Club, and Prasad Divanka, Rishi Dharmapala, Pushpa Pereira, Heshan Maduranga, and Dinesh Lakmal for Navy Sports Club.
Pretty good lineup here for the Army as well. I think Kamesh Fernando has got his first game on in his professional career working his way from St. Peter's College. So he'll be at number 23 alongside Omanta Pantyawat, Rosha Sampath, Akram Mohammed, Ranjan Jayaratna, Vinod Kumar, Mahesh Veerasingh, Pradeep Victor alongside Kamesh Fernando. It's an exciting game here at Balisada, so we hope we'll have some exciting play coming up in the minutes to come, Sabir.
Absolutely, Inshaf. Today's referee, of course, Irshad Kader, will be blowing in the middle, and we hope for an exciting battle, like we said, and especially if Army could put up the performance that they showed against CRNFC in the first half. That was really superb defensive work. They were playing territorial. We'll see how the Sailors going to take this game in their own den.
So, score predictions, Sabir, I think what is your catch on who's going to win this encounter? It's a close encounter. I think Army have their best chance of winning against Navy in this year, in this season, in their home ground. So, it's a tough call, Sabir.
It is indeed. It's too early to call, in fact, but this Navy team have too much experience, too much talent, so many former and current national players. So, they are pretty much equal squad in terms of balance from their forwards and from from their three quarters. Of course, they are missing Chanaka Chandimal, but it'll be interesting how Sajid Saranga is going to put this show. He was superb last season for the Army, and as you can see on your screen, here comes the team. Navy with their new outfit for this season.
It'll be interesting to see how the Sri Lankan newly appointed Sri Lankan under-20 skipper Omar Gunaratne performs here. It'll be a real tester for him before he goes out to Singapore to conquer the Junior Asian.
Absolutely, he's been outstanding. Everyone in Sri Lankan rugby perhaps would know about Omalka Gunaratne, what a force he has been. And in fact, Inshaf, he played the whole 80 minutes in the first game against Air Force. So he is proving out to be one to watch out for today. We'll see how long, how many minutes he's going to play.
As you can see, the Army players are moving their way towards the right side of the playing area. So Army will be attacking from right to left in this encounter, while Navy in their home territory will like to go out with a win in this first game.
Absolutely. Looks like Army have been back into their traditional good old days jerseys, which is black and blue stripes.
In fact, yellow and blue stripes.
I beg your pardon. Yeah, I got all of a sudden blind in shop. Anyway, things are ready and the kickoff is just a few seconds away. And of course, sailors are going to start attack from left to right on your screen.
Interesting choice for Navy to go out with Devanand instead of Chanaka Chandimal this encounter. It will be a real tester for Devanand starting his first game as a fly half in this year.
Absolutely, Inshaf, he's a class act, but he's playing today because Chanaka Chandimal have pulled out in the last minute. So he's going to use all of his experience. I remember last season he was out for Navy playing few matches and he was so good with his kicking. He doesn't look like a fly half, in fact.
Not the stereotype fly half you will want to see, but Devanand has had his time playing his club career last whole seasons as Devanand kicks the ball off for this first match of the second week of the round 1 of Dialog Rugby League.
And what a good collection in the air by the Army second row.
Shambandar kicks it up. He finds Omar Gunaratne. Omar Gunaratne has the ball with him. He first touch of the day for Gunaratne as he goes into contact.
And he puts 3 into defending line. There he goes, Dulanjana Vijayasinghe sending to Devanand. Lee Keegal with the ball with his first touch. Bang! Lovely! Fend off by Lee Keegal, but his offload was too slow. But great stuff by Army defense. In fact, Army winger number 11. Good tackle on Dinusha Chaturanga.
That was in fact Tushita Senanayaka who came in with that tackle for the day. So first scrum for the day in this Navy Army encounter.
We are slightly delayed, 4 minutes delay start. Anyway, it's a perfect weather condition in Shaf. It's been absolutely tailor-made condition for rugby. The sun is out, sun is hiding.
I think Navy have the upper hand in the scrum. We can see that fierce full third row, Yosef Rajapaksa, Omar Gunaratne and the next player. So that will be a fierce full scrum to handle with the Army men trying to defend their first scrum as the ball is sent out.
Ball comes loose this time around. Scrum half trying to rescue the Army position. Looks like a turnover this time. Yes, Suranga Pushpakumara sending it to Devanand. There goes Satya Rantunga. Devanand with the kick this time. Gayan Salinda underneath it and he calls mark. That's clever work by Gayan Salinda. He was also outstanding last week in Shaf. He made a try, a scintillating try in fact, and 1 conversion and 1 penalty under his name. And he put Sia in fact into a little bit trouble in the first half.
It was an interraining match, in fact, last week at London Park, London Place. In fact, Army Sports Club leading in the first half, unfortunately had to give away victory later on as Ashan Bandara gains a good 20 meters from that kick. So maybe Army Sports Club will have that input onto that line.
So there we go, testing time with the lineouts for the soldiers. In fact, it's Navy's line out. Dulanjana Vijay Singh is ready to throw in, who in fact played for the national team. He was in the squad for the Asian Five Nations in last April for the Tuskers tour to Philippines, where Sri Lanka won the championship of Division 1. Vijay Singh with the throw in. Good collection in there by Supun Peris. Sending out wide. Omalka Gunaratna. He breaks 1-2. There he goes. Tackle coming a little bit high. Oh, strong he has been. Omalka showing his what he's capable of, and referee Rishad Khader saying it's penalty because tackler who tackled Omalka is not rolling away. Looks like a 3 points coming from Devananda's foot.
It was actually a good piece of play by the referee. He waited for the advantage to play on, and then once it was not falling through, he called for the penalty. That was a good judgment by referee Rishad Khader, as Devananda. In fact, it is number 15 for Navy that who will be taking the penalty kick here.
Yes, that's going to be Thilina Veerasinghe. And credits to Omalka Gunaratna, who made 10 to 12 meters collecting that ball. Always good signs. Players like Omalka, Kevin Dixon, Nishon Pereira, Situm Piris, Supun Varnakulasuriya, and they all played this season for schools, and they all playing the club debut, which is a good thing to watch in terms of future. Thilina Veerasinghe looks good, and in fact it's going just wide of the uprights. Thilina Veerasinghe misses the first kick, and Navy missed 3 points in the board.
I think it was unfortunate for Veerasinghe. It was a straight-on kick. He could have gone for the points, but then score remains same. So Army has once again got out of jail, so they'll have another chance of moving forward. As Ashan Bandara kicks collected by Devanand.
Looks a bit forward. Referee, let's play on. There goes Omalka Gunaratna once again with the ball in hand. Devanand feeding it nicely. Dulanjana Vijay Singh going into contact. Good tackle coming in by Soldiers. Pushpa Kumara. And so much screaming is happening in the other side of the field. Looks a little forward. Once again, referee Khader letting it go. And a knock on from Army player on the 40-meter mark. Navy going in forward. Danushka Gertha Ferreira, the captain. Yoshita Rajapaksa involving in that ruck. Referee saying advantage.
As Asam Bandara kicks it out. Collected cleanly there by the referee, but in fact referee Khader will bring back play for that initial penalty there. Sabi, what was that penalty there? I think it was holding on.
No, in fact, in Shav, when the ruck was done, along with Yoshi Rajbag going into the ground, Satya Ranatunga, he booted the ball. He thought the referee was playing advantage in favor of them, but referee says no. And he booted, I think, a little in front of, well, in fact, offside position.
As Asham Bandara gains a good 25 meters with that clearance kick. So Soldiers move on to the attacking 22-meter line for the first time in this game. So let's see, it will be interesting how they would like to work their way through the centers. In fact, Iman Aryapal and Dushant Aryapal were excellent on the early outing against CRNFC. So it will be interesting to see how they would work around the Sailors, in fact.
Yeah, there comes the driving maul. Referee playing advantage. It's side entry on that driving maul this time.
Army taken down by those two defenders, but the ball is out. Ashan Bandara looks for Aryapal. Aryapal is taken down, but he offloads the ball. But referee Khader will bring play back for the initial infringement. So Soldiers once again with a chance of gaining a few meters. So it will be interesting to see what they would be doing on that penalty.
Well, I think they should go for 3 points because Gayan Salinder's kick proved well in the last game, but looks like a good decision at the end by Asoka Jayalal. because whenever they come to the opposite half, whenever they get a penalty in shaft, I think they should score for the points, because that is the key thing. Grab 3 points, make it into 6, make it into 9. As much as the points get it from the penalties, then the opposite side obviously feel the pressure and they will make more errors as a result.
I think we are not even on to 10 minutes of the first half, so it's a very good decision by Asoka Jalal to go for those points. So Gayan Salinda will have a shot at goal for the first time. A bit of an angle kick for Salinda in his first attempt at goal.
Crossing it inside, and it's a peach. Beautiful stuff by Gayan Salinda. And here we go. Army leading here at the Welser grounds. 3 points to nil. In fact, this was Prince Shamara who did the kicking duties last season for the Soldiers. But now he moved to Sierra FC, where he scored 15 points in the first game against the Army.
And also is the Dialog Rugby League's the leading point scorer at the end of the first week, scoring those important 15 points, making CRNFC taking them to victory against Army last week.
Devanand with a beautiful kick. It was going so high and collected nicely by Army number 4. Dilip Maduranga. Mohammad Rizvi with the box kick, nicely collected by Omal Kagunatha. He don't want to make any passes or offloads as he go into contact.
He finds Devanand. Devanand puts a cross kick. There is.
Oh, Leaky Eagle misses the win recorder, but looks like a turnover this time by Navy Sports Club. Number 12, that's the center, Kosala Tisera. Devanand kicking into space using all his experience. Dulanjan and Vijay Singh this time going into contact. Pushpa Kumara needs to send it quick. Oh, a fumble. It's not really.
I think that's not typical Devanand playing. He just got excited on the ball. So Soldiers will once again get the ball for their own feet. So Army getting chances this time around once again to escape a possible Navy attack.
Absolutely, Inshaf. It's been interesting so far. Dev Anand, the way he feeds, the way he make the calls, make the decision, getting so much space for the 3 quarters to run in. But the thing is, the ball still not going into the Dinusha Chaturanga or Leak Eagle as much as they needed, because those two can make a huge difference to cross the opposite whitewash. Mohammad Rizvi, the scrum after feeding. Looks a steady scrum this time.
Manoj Silva sends it out to Rizvi. Rizvi has numbers on the outside. He kicks to Aripala. Aripala puts a small chip in there. Collected.
Oh dear me, what have he done? That's a clever kick. And a quick line out being taken. He's almost on the offer. Oh, the offload. Concentration, too much panic from the Army.
But it was quick thinking there by Army to take that quick tap and go for it, and referee signals brings play back for that initial infringement. So Army once again with a perfect opportunity to attack in this in the attack in 22 meters with just 5 meters to go.
And I think it was Salia Handapangoda who made a huge mess with that ball. He didn't let the ball go into touch. Instead, he took the ball and he was trying to go into the try line.
I think Handapangoda thought the ball was moving a bit forward, so tried to place the ball so he can get a restart. But unfortunately, Handapangoda made a blunder out of that error. So Soldiers will have a 5-meter scrum down, and let's see how they would work their ball to score a try in this opportunity.
Absolutely. First real opportunity, a 5-meter attacking scrum for Army. We'll see how it goes. Mohammad Rizvi to feed in. Using the shorter side, and a brilliant try. Clever piece of work by Army. Absolutely brilliant. Mohammad Rizvi using the shorter side. And let's see who scored the try. I'm sorry, it was not really clear for my naked eyes. Looks like one of the Aryapala brothers. Anyway, it's a beautiful try. Army hitting strongly. 8 points with the conversion to come now. This is how they played against CRNFC. In their first game, they were leading 10 points to 6. But some real credits to Soldiers because they have playing really good rugby. Not many star names in their squad. Only Asoka Jalal, the talisman, who played for Sri Lanka.
I think it was the try scorer was number 14 for Army. That was Madhushan Chandrasekhar with that lovely piece of work there on the outside. Thought the way through, saw the opening and went on to score that important points. So Army Sports Club go up by another 5 points with the as Gayan Sarin the Reddies is much important conversion. I think Gayan Sarin the earlier kicked a easy penalty with the same angle earlier, so it should be a bit easy for Sarin this time.
Yeah, although it's a 42-3 meter mark, and he curls it inside. Beautiful stuff by Gayan Salinder.
Absolutely brilliant stuff by Gayan Salinder. As the Navy Sports Club get those important two additional points. As Navy Sports Club, in fact, Army Sports Club go up by 10 points to nil. As Navy are yet to begin their stand for this encounter.
Yeah, almost 15 minutes played here at Valisar Grounds, and they're enjoying every second. The Soldiers versus Sailors. Dev Anand to restart. Once again, a brilliant kick by Dev Anand. This time collected nicely by Salia Handapangoda. Yoshita Rajapaksha.
Lovely piece of work. They're taken down. Yoshita Rajapaksha right on his spot. But referee signals advantage.
Devanand feeding to Amalka Gururatna. He goes into contact. Four numbers in the yellow and blue stripes. Trying to catch him. Devanand once again opting the kicking. Coming into the red zone of the opposite side. And they have strength in their forwards without a doubt. And probably Supun Piris would try to receive this. The second man has to jump. In fact, first man has to jump here.
Pressure mounting on Army's side. They'll need to defend this line out using all what they have.
Dulanjana to throw in. Oh, he fumbles the ball. It's a not good sign. Supun Piris fumbles the ball, but Dinusha Jataranga.
So referee has spotted an initial knock on there. So Army Sports Club lucky there in that instance. So referee Ishad Khada very spot on that occasion to look at the possible knock on. So it will be Army scrum.
Yeah, Navy have all the strength to turn this scrum.
So never miss any of the moments in the sporting arena alongside either international or locally. And you can follow the ThePapare on our social media networks on Facebook, facebook.com/ThePapare, and also on Twitter, twitter.com/ThePapare Sports.
And also Instagram and Google Plus, as we say. There goes the Army number 8. Aryapala kicking into the space. Thilina is trying to step and find some meters. Supports arrives on time. Sajid Saranga going into contact. On the 22-meter mark. Too slow this time by Pushpakumara. Devanand on the floor. And that is Supun Piris who knocked it on the line out a while ago. Devanand opting his left boot this time. A cheeky kick. A clever kick in fact. But that goes into touch. So So many things needs to be settled down for the Navy team. I'm sure Coach Nilfa Ibrahim is having a look at this because looks like for the time being Navy is not settled. They are really panicky. They don't know whether to play with the forwards or they don't know whether to play with the...
Navy are still struggling while Army has had the better half of this first 50 minutes of play. As Rizvi Mohammed releases the ball into the scrum. As he finds his left winger puts a small clearance kick, but very unfortunate. He shouldn't have gone for that kick and gone to that blind side, as it's gone on the full, so referee will bring back play to the initial place where the kick was taken. So Navy have the ball again. It was a very bad call by Rizvi to pass it on to his blind side wing three-quarter. That was number 11 Tushita Senanayaka who put in that kick. So
yeah, once again a testing time with the lineouts. After Navy have opted a shorter lineout this time, a 5-man lineout. In fact, it's a 4-man lineout. Yeah, it's a 4-man lineout and Dulanjana Vijay Singh is ready to throw in. Supun Pires is the right option because he's lighter than Sajid Saranga, but Saranga did well this time around. Still referee playing advantage. What a turnover by Army. Leak Eagle running into the ball, but referee coming for the knock-on. Big hit coming by Leak Eagle, and he's trying to have some romance on the field. As the Navy spectators,
I think Army has done their homework with Omaga Gunaratna. Whenever he goes into contact, he's been taken down by 3 or 4 players. I think that's something February Verebuda, the Fijian coach, has looked into, looking at the replay and looking at how Omaga Gunaratna performs. He's been targeted, so I think Navy will have to change their line and send the ball on to someone else.
Absolutely, yeah, Inshaf. We'll see how Army going to take this scrum. Mohammad Rizvi to feed in. In terms of weight, looks like still say what a lovely break this time by Army number 8. That is Silva, Shamira Silva. All of a sudden Army coming into the 40-meter mark. What a lovely run, what a lovely break, but here they lose position on that rock. Holding on, says referee Ishad Kader. In fact, that was Manoj Silva, not Shamira Silva. Devanand to put that kick into touch. Salinder trying to get the ball inside the sidelines, but well executed kick by Devanand. Once again, Navy going into almost close to 22-meter mark. This is not the first time in Shaf. This is maybe the 4th time that they are coming close to 22-meter mark, but they were unable to go past a step further.
On the contrary, I think whenever the soldiers went past that 22-meter mark, they've been able to bring in results. They scored the early penalty of that, and also it was followed up by the very important try of Chandrasekhar that came off on the outside. So Navy have need to work around their plays, while Army has had the better half of this first 20 minutes of play.
Absolutely, another testing time for line-out. Another short line-out this time. Dulanjana Vijay Singh ready to throw in. Nicely taken by Sajid Saranga. Cutting inside by Kosala Tisera. Using the shorter side once again, Sajid Saranga fending off one. Pushpa Kumara with a quick ball. Dulanjana Vijayasinghe going into contact. Need quick balls, too slow. Very slow this time. The ball is coming around. Kosala Tisera. There goes Tilina, and lovely pass. Dinusha Chaturanga, lovely steps, and his offload found the army man. Referee says knock on. Chaturanga acting as a scrum half. Brilliant kick by Devanand, but no one is underneath that ball. He knew the advantage is coming, but it was advantage over, says referee Kader, but it was a great, clever, classic kick, but no one is understanding that Dev is going to kick that tactical cross kick.
I think there was no army player in that. I think I think it was Dinush, it was Salih Handapankoda who was running to the ball, but unfortunately he was not fast enough, or he was not ready or waiting for that call, as you said, Sabir. If they had that communication in line, I think that would have been a definite Navy try, but Navy will have another chance at go with this line out. A bit of a fumble, but Navy still have the ball with themselves.
Yeah, Danushka Pereira rescuing that ball. Pick and run by Dulanjana Vijayasinghe. Sajid Saranga. He couldn't make much yard. Navy inching forward. Devanand. Oh, lovely pass by Devanand, but it was well marked defense by Army. Credits to Aryapala. He was marking Leak Eagle into perfect.
Anyone's ball. If they play on, it's a proper overt intercept as Ashan Bandara clears Navy out of danger. Once again, disappointment for the soldiers.
And also all the photos and videos you can purchase on the below numbers and the phone number and the email address. Just drop us a mail. You can purchase all the videos and the photos for reasonable rates. Yet another line out. It's been a real issue so far for the home team.
Good option there by the home team to go for the quick line out of the forward pass.
Absolutely, it was a clear take by Supun Pires, a flat pass by Dulanjana, reading it nicely. And where is Devanand passing? He was expecting the threes, the centers to running. And I'm not sure whether it's the right angle that Leak Eagle opted to run from the 50-meter mark, going sideways.
The Leak Eagle went backwards about 5 meters before he tried to make forward, but then to later realize that he was marked by 3 or more players. Things are not working out for the Navy line. In fact, things are going very bad for Navy at this point.
Absolutely, Inshaf. Nothing is going in favor of Navy so far, because it was clearly witnessed. I'm sure Coach Nilfa Ibrahim and the assistant coaches and the bench will be worried about this performance, because Devanand should be the...
All this while we've seen Omar Gunaratne moving forward with a few breaks and Dulanjana Pereira making his way, but the line has not made any substantial effort in, as Ashan Bandara clears his lines.
Very good kick, although it was called mark by Tilina Veerasinghe. Without a doubt, Navy must be missing Chanagat Chandimal, like I said before. He pulled out last minute. Unfortunately, it's not a good kick either. It's not finding touch. There goes Aryapala. Oh, this time Army making a mess. The referee says stop play. And Army number 7 made a fumble with that ball.
It was Upula Beratna who was too quick. He wasn't looking at the ball. He wasn't looking at the ball, but he was looking at his opposing player. So he fumbled the ball at that instance.
Absolutely. In fact, he thought that Aryapala would not pass him. Instead, he would go for the territorial kick. All credits to Army so far.
ThePapare.com has always been groundbreaking and now brings you fun and excitement to the ground with its innovative application, the ThePapare Fan Zone. All you need to do is download the app on the Google Play Store and head over to the ground to form your own cheer squad. I think it's an interesting way on how you can support your teams in this Dialog Rugby League. So all you need to do is go to the Play Store and download the ThePapare Fan app and stay connected.
Good scrum, good pressure showing by Army. Looks like a turnover. No, Umalka Gurunatha picks it and breaks. Managed to secure the ball. Satya Ranatunga, who scored 2 tries last week, playing as a lock. Good pressure coming in on the ruck, but referee Kada said that is sideways by Ashoka Jailal. And interesting whether they will go for the post or will Dev Anand go into touch. Danushka Pereira directs the referee as he wants to get the 3 points. Not a bad move. Probably this is the right option because the line out is not working. So better it's still the first half. Get some points and get some pressure relieved. Always
things are not working right, so it was a good choice for Danushka Pereira to go for those points.
And also in Shaf, we didn't see much coming from Greta Pereira, neither Yoshita Rajapaksha or also Satya Ranatunga. All three played really well in their first game against Air Force, but Dev Anand with a 40-meter kicking range.
I think Dev Anand kicked a few of those in the last few seasons and shouldn't be much of a trouble for him. But unfortunately, that drifts onto its left. Things are not working very correctly for Dev Anand at least. So the ball shifts towards this left. Navy won't get their extra points. So the score still remains the same, with Navy yet to open their scoring in this encounter. Disappointing stuff, Sabir, from Navy.
Absolutely disappointing, Inshaf. This is not the way that Navy used to play. And it's all about how they maintain pressure now. Leak Eagle going into contact. He's so strong in the first hit. He used to beat a few Army defenders. Pushpa Kumara sending it to Devana. The Navy line, attacking line is pretty flat. They need to be, look at that, so flat. Umalka Gurunatha this time feeling the pressure, so flat. The Cardinals in, they need to get some yards back.
In fact, Umar Gunaratna has been put in several pressurized conditions. He's been picked as the Navy's ball carrier. Do you think he should be risking his playing career, taking into consideration that he also has an upcoming tour coming up? So it will be an interesting fact to see on how they would utilize their other backs to utilize on ball carrying in the next few minutes of play.
And also do follow us the breakdown segment, inside out analysis of the Dialog Rugby League, weekly scrutiny of all that is rugby. Don't miss that. Log on to www.thepapare.com as we see the scrum. Mohammad Rizvi sending nicely to Gayan Sal in the water. Lovely kick once again. This time Tilina Veera Singh fullback. Good step coming in and a huge hit coming in by Army player. Referee playing advantage. Looks like the Army's strategic play is really clear. Mark the opposite fullback, mark the shorter side. That's how they scored the first try, and their game plan is really clear. They are using Salia Handapangoda and Thilina Vijayasinghe to make a lot of work in Shaf.
Looks like coaches Meep and February have been working extensively with the Army players, trying to spot those weak holes or the loopholes in the sailor side and try to work on those in order to capitalize on their attacking play rather.
Absolutely, two different strategies, two different ploys using by both the teams. In fact, Navy don't have a clue at the moment. They make so much fumbles. Umalka Gunaratna, we'll see how far he can make this. 3B3. Oh, this boy is a giant. Looks like a turnover. Tackle and not rolling away, says Irshad Kader. I think it's a high time to senior players to take something from Omalka Gunaratna, especially Sajid Saranga, Gertha Pereira and Yoshita Rajapaksha, because they need more support to Omalka's run.
I think Omalka's doing all the dirty work on the ruck so far. As ball just bulging out into touch in that instance.
Now this is a great chance. Can Navy put one on the board before the halftime? This time it's not a shorter line out, full 8-man line out. Dulanjana Vijay Singh with the ball. Oh, once again, a line out has been a real issue, but Salia Handapangoda collecting the kick. Lovely step. Former Sri Lanka Sevens player Salia. Once again, referee playing advantage for tackler not releasing. Devanand opted a drop goal because he knew that the penalty advantage is coming, so that's not a bad decision by the senior man Devanand.
We are just minutes out in the first half. Navy Sports Club will need to go for those extra points in this instance and go and get those extra 3 points before 11th, Savil. What do you think Tasker has in his mind?
Without a doubt, go for 3 points, because last penalty also he opted the 40-meter penalty instead of going into touch. Probably Dev Anand will take this one also. They don't have another option. I'm not sure how good is Thilina Veera Singha's kicks. But a strange decision this time. They opted to go into touch in Shafa because their lineout is not too good. So far it's like 50-50, probably 40-60 in terms of lineout success. Interesting call made by Danushka Pereira. Dulanjana Vijay Singh with the throw-in. Taken nicely. Here they set up the maul. Yoshita Rajapaksha controlling it from the behind. From the back of the maul. Looks like a try coming in. There they goes as Yoshita Rajapaksha scored the first try. So it's finally Navy hitting back on the boards with the former captain Yoshita Rajapaksha scoring the first try. Army 10, Navy 5 with the conversion to come here at Walisada grounds. Finally some consolation before the half-time for the host team. They were struggling, they were panicky, they were not playing according to their plans. Perhaps they could have won with this game with a big margin, but so far it's all Army who's dominating this game for the last 30 minutes, 35 minutes or so. Just few minutes away for the half-time. But surely this penalty will give some boost for the host team. Devanand, who didn't have much of a success this evening. Curls it in, but unfortunately he's not finding his direction. So kicking has been a real consideration for the Navy Sports Club. They don't have Nuan Hettiarachi who played last year. They don't have Reza Mubarak. who played for Navy last year, but they are still playing with the numbers with that what they have. It's a mix and match between the experience and youth coming in. Salinder to take the restart. Lovely kick. Oh, Malka Gunaratna trying to collect it, but Thilina Veerasinghe jumping into the contact. A knock on, says referee Kader. And also don't miss tomorrow's big clash, Havelocks versus CRNFC at CRNFC grounds, live and exclusive on ThePapare.com. Starts at 4 p.m. Attacking scrum in favor of the Soldiers. Looks good, nice and steady scrum. Aryapala going into contact. Army marching forward, referee Rishad Kader playing advantage. Rizvi with a quick ball. This is what missing from Pushpa Kumar. In fact, in the first few phases of play. Now, this is a real 3-point scoring opportunity. Without a doubt, Ashoka Jaila will pinpoint into the post because they only need the points. Like we said in the earlier discussion, whenever you go into the opposite half, whenever you get the penalty, make it to the post and get 3 points. That's the only way you can conquer here. Gayan Salinda, of course, having a very decent game so far. 2 out of 2. Two difficult corner kicks. One, of course, the conversion and the penalty. He curled it in nicely. So 10 points to 5 with this kick. Probably Army can go into 13 points to 5 to the halftime. He's such a cool cucumber, Gayan Salinda. We'll see. Sometimes the easiest kick will miss with the pressure mounting into your body. And he don't bother about this. That is true, and that's the halftime. Good stuff by Gayan Salinda, and of course the Army Sports Club leading this first half 13 points to 5 with 1 try, 2 penalties and a conversion. On the other hand, Navy scored their 1 try by Yoshita Rajapaksa with a driving maul. So there's a lot to play in the second half. It's still anyone's game, but with this 10 minutes, certainly Coach Nilfa Ibrahim needs to resettle his plans because Navy body language also doesn't look sound at the moment. Are we going to see a miracle? Are we going to see a surprise turnover here? We'll see. We never know because Army only played better in the first half or the first 45-50 minutes against CRNFC. We'll see how it goes. Until then, stay tuned for ThePapare.com and we'll bring a live action soon after the break.
Now I can withdraw Easy Cash from any commercial bank ATM which displays the Easy Cash logo. Select cardless transactions. Select your preferred language. Select Easy Cash. Type in the amount you need. Enter your Easy Cash account number. You will receive a message onto your mobile. Enter your Easy Cash PIN and send to complete your transaction.
Now use commercial bank ATMs to withdraw Easy Cash at your convenience. Call 7111 for more information. Easy Cash, money in your mobile. Now transact with over 40 million Easy Cash customers via Dialog, Etisalat and Hutch. Dial #111# to register today. Connect to Sri Lanka's largest Wi-Fi network with over 2,500 hotspots across the country. Cafes, restaurants, colleges, hospitals, bus stands, train stations and many more. Select Dialog Wi-Fi and visit wifi.dialog.lk to register and get your username and password. Choose from 4 easy ways to top up your account. Go Wi-Fi, go Dialog.
Dialog Self-Care app is Sri Lanka's first and only award-winning app and is the best in the region with trilingual support. So we further improved the app to give more power and control to you. Even more powerful now, with over 50 dialogue services at your control anytime, any place, in your own preferred language. New services for Club Vision members. Step onto the world of self-care possibilities. Download now for free.
This is iPhone 6s. Not much has changed, except it responds to the pressure of your finger, which changes how you read a text, read an email, read the news. Wait, you read the news?
Yep.
Of course you do. The camera shoots 4K video now, and selfies have changed. Now your screen is the flash. That's gonna get like 1 million likes.
Thanks.
Actually, photos themselves have changed. They move now. So yeah, that's what's changed.
Don't be constrained. Be versatile, be flexible. You have the power. Set talk time, SMS, and data quotas to match your style and enjoy the full potential of your mobile package. It's my plan from Dialog. Absolute power to you.
To create your own plan, visit www.dialog.lk/myplan or call 1777 for more information.
Now I can withdraw Easy Cash from any commercial bank ATM which displays the Easy Cash logo. Select cardless transactions. Select your preferred language. Select Easy Cash. Type in the amount you need. Enter your Easy Cash account number. You will receive a message onto your mobile. Enter your Easy Cash PIN and send to complete your transaction.
Now use commercial bank ATMs to withdraw Easy Cash at your convenience. Call 7111 for more information. Easy Cash, money in your mobile. Now transact with over 40 million Easy Cash customers via Dialog, Etisalat and Hutch. Dial #111# to register today. Connect to Sri Lanka's largest Wi-Fi network with over 2,500 hotspots across the country. Cafes, restaurants, colleges, hospitals, bus stands, train stations and many more. Select Dialog Wi-Fi and visit wifi.dialog.lk to register and get your username and password. Choose from 4 easy ways to top up your account. Go Wi-Fi, go Dialog.
Dialog Self-Care app is Sri Lanka's first and only award-winning app and is the best in the region with trilingual support. So we further improved the app to give more power and control to you. even more powerful now, with over 50 dialogue services at your control anytime, any place, in your own preferred language. New services for Club Vision members. Step onto the world of self-care possibilities. Download now for free.
This is iPhone 6s. Not much has changed, except it responds to the pressure of your finger, which changes how you read a text, read an email, read the news. Wait, you read the news?
Yep.
Of course you do. The camera shoots 4K video now, and selfies have changed. Now your screen is the flash. That's gonna get like 1 million likes.
Thanks.
Actually, photos themselves have changed. They move now. So yeah, that's what's changed.
Don't be constrained. Be versatile, be flexible. You have the power. Set talk time, SMS, and data quotas to match your style and enjoy the full potential of your mobile package. It's my plan from Dialog. Absolute power to you.
To create your own plan, visit www.dialog.lk/myplan or call 1777 for more information.
Welcome back. You're watching www.ThePapare.com and we are here at Welliser Grounds. Of course, Army leading 13 points to 5 against the host team, Navy Sports Club, here in this encounter. Also, we have tomorrow the big game between CRNFC versus Havelocks. That is at Longdon Place, and watch live from 4 p.m. onwards on your #1 sports hub, www.ThePapare.com. And also, Candy Sports Club taking on Air Force. That is on Sunday. That will start at 4 as well from Nittavella grounds, and don't miss a single action of the defending champions taking on the Airmen. 4 p.m. live on thepapare.com. So Gayan Salinder is ready to take the restart. Now this will be a really testing time for the soldiers, because they played really well, like I said before, in the first half. They play so well in the first 45-50 minutes, and then onwards the fitness and the experience will come into play. How much energy these lads can suck into the field. Salinder with the restart, looks nice and high. Fumbles by Navy, lock forward, but Umalka Gunaratna securing that ball. It was Supun Piris who made the fumble in the air. Nice kick collected nicely as well by Mohammad Rizvi. There goes the Army number 8. Manoj Silva who made a brilliant break in the first half. Bandara sending it to Salinda. Salinda trying to offload. Supports a little too late. Again using the blind side. In fact, this is Salinda sending it to the winger. Madhushan. And that is referee Dinimal having a close look on the field. A little aji-baji between Gaya and Salinda. As the crowd screams around next to the commentary box. So it's a line out throw. Correct decision. Samir Vikramanayaka, the hooker. Short a line out by Amin. Taken nicely. No issues this time for the soldiers. There goes the big number 8 Manoj going into contact. Rizvi feeding it nicely to Ashoka Jailal playing as the first receiver. Brilliant stuff by the talisman, the veteran Ashoka Jailal. A lovely work once again. Here comes Aryapala. That's not a good offload, but still managed to capitalize the ball in favor of them as Sajid Sananga looks like a knock-on. Army looks like they're playing sensible rugby. They're trying to hit the gaps, trying to work out wide, which we didn't see in their first game. There's a lot more time left in this encounter. Mohammad Rizvi to feed in. Manoj, the bulky number 8 at the back of the scrum as he picks up and lovely step. Yoshit Rajapaksha and Omalka Gururatha putting him down. Rizvi sending it to Jailal. Jailal going into contact. Danushka Pereira who comes as the first tackler. Rizvi once again knocks on. He's trying to put the ball quickly, but he made the first real mistake in fact. He was playing so well so far. So the attacking step forward. I'm leading 13 points to 5 with 1 try, 2 penalties and a conversion. And Navy scored only 1 try just 4 minutes before the first half from a driving maul from the line out 5-meter mark. Suranga Pushpakumar to the feed in the scrum. Taken nicely by Omalka Gururatna. Fending off nicely opposite number 8, that's Manoj. Pushpakumar sending to Devanand. Beautiful banana kick by Devanand and it's fine touch by the 10-meter mark. Good stuff by Devanand. So this is the first time that Navy coming into the opposite half in the second half. Looks like a replacement coming in for the Navy team. Looks like Chatura Dilshan is going to make an impact. The Isipatana flanker, and also he's in the under-20 squad for the Junior Asiad in the 30-man squad. Who is he replacing this time? I'm not sure who's going out. Looks like Satya Ranatunga replacing. In fact, Kasun Disilva who's replaced by Chatura Dilshan. Oh, lovely step by the Army fly half, but unfortunately he fumbles with the ball. Suranga Pushpakumara, lovely pass coming into Dinusha Chaturanga. Oh dear, 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 Chaturanga fumbles once again. The experienced Dinusha Chaturanga could not hang into the ball as he tried to sidestep. Good defense, credits to Army. A very good run by Pushpa Kumara. It was Ashan Bandara, the Army fly half, who steps and made few yards, but he knocks it on. And Pushpa Kumara playing advantage. Brilliant stuff. So we'll see from here whether Army can control this line out. On the 5-meter mark, Mohammad Rizvi trying to make a box kick, but he sends it to Gayan Salinder and clears into the touch. Score still remains 13 points to 5 in favor of the visiting team, that is Army Sports Club. Now Navy with an attacking line out just inside the 22-meter mark. This time collected nicely by Piris. There goes the driving maul. This is one of the Navy's strength. Well defense by soldiers. Not collapsing that maul but bringing it down nicely, legitimately. Omalka Gururatna waiting for the ball. There he goes, pick and run. Omalka Gururatna, what a big hit coming by this young man. Inches away, Pushpa Kumara need to release this ball quick. Sajid Saranga trying to step one. Referee says play on. There goes Satya Rantunga. Navy on the march. 5 meters away. Pushpa Kumara sending to Devanand. Lee Keegal with the ball. Lovely step by Keegal. Good tackle coming by Army. It's cats and dogs playing here. Oh, looks like a turnover almost, but Devanand collecting the ball from Pushpa Kumara. Army still holding this Navy attack. Omalka Gururatna sending out wide. Second row Piris. It's all about pressure management. Yoshita Rajapaksa with the ball. Good defense coming once again by Army. From the 5-meter mark, credits to Army so far, but that's a lovely long pass by Devanand. What a tackle by Gayan Salinder. Good offload by Piris to Omalka Gururatna. Sajid Saranga screaming for the ball. Devanand sending to Roshita Rajapaksa. Lee Keegal 3-on-1. Dinusha Chaturanga steps inside. Still the ball is with Navy. Referee Kaza playing advantage. And he immediately says penalty. Taken it quickly by replacement Chatura Dilshan, but referee calling back for the... Referee calling it back to take from the mark where he blew the whistle. So far the best passage of play in terms of attack and defense. The soldiers showing their courage in defending in the red zone. From the 5-meter mark, they drew back the Navy attacking line just outside the 22-meter. It's all about pressure management. Probably Suranga Pushpa Kumara should have been released some quick balls from the rock. Because at one stage it was 3 against 1 for Navy. We'll see how this line out works. Dulanjana Vijay Singh fumbles with the line out by the second row Supun Piris. Army trying to come out of jail this time. They're opting to pick and run. Pushpa Kumar trying to get involved in the ruck. Once again, brilliant stuff by Rizvi and Gayan Salinder. Baji, referee Kader trying to control this. They just need high fives and tap on the back and just play this game. What matters the most is the end result. As the both spectators and the crowd screaming around. Now it's all up to referee Kader in controlling this game. Of course, it's going to be a line out in favor of the home team. Kader giving instruction to Captain Geetha Ferreira and Satya Ranatunga. And also do not miss a single moment of action on www.ThePapare.com and its social media. Follow us on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram and Google+. So things are sorted by referee Kader, and another replacement being made. Anuranga Walpola coming into the field. He's replacing Dushmantha. Yep, that's Dulanjana Vijay Singh. Walpola, the most experienced man with the line out throw. Pushpa Kumar knocks it on. Referee says play on. Turnover by Army. Army number 11 playing as a scrum half. Sena Nayaka. Oh, what a comeback. That kick would have released the Army pressure. But what a game. How well they are defending for the last 5 to 8 minutes or so. All the credits for Army. Brilliant stuff. Walpola to throw in. This time taken it cleanly by Navy, and Lee Keegal sending out. Not a good pass. Salia Hanapangoda with the ball. Good tackle coming by Army. Referee playing advantage. Not coming through the gates. Devanand to put the kick into touch. Unfortunately, Devanand could not hit this kick into touch. Neither Army player. Pushpa Kumar with the steps, sending it to Walpola. So many schoolboy errors happening here at Palliser Grounds. There goes Chatura Dilshan. What a lovely offload to his schoolmate Omalka Gururatna. The youngsters are dazzling here so far. Chatura Dilshan, who replaced Navy's Kasun De Silva. But Omalka Gururatna holding on to that ball. But what an impact these two youngsters have made so far. You can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Army defenders, 5 Army players on the field. They are giving everything from their heart, which is a good sign for the soldiers. And this time, finally, Salinder finds the kick into touch. And also, do not miss this live streaming on My TV. On your mobile phones. But talking about for the last 10 minutes of play, it's been absolutely dazzling display, especially by Army Defense. And also all the photos and videos which is up on www.ThePapare.com, our website, and also in our Facebook page are up to purchase for a reasonable amount. And if you want to purchase them, call to the number on your screen or send us an email, editor@thepapare.com. Samira Wickramasinghe, the hooker, taken nicely by Army number 4, Nalaka Maduranga. Marching forwards. Manoj, the number 8, controlling it nicely. Looks like a collapsing driving maul, but referee Kader says use it once. Manoj with the offload to the Mohammad Rizvi. Rizvi opting to kick, but he finds a knock on. Referee Irshad Kader says it's a knock on by Manoj. And Yoshida Rajapaksa controlling the game nicely. But quite interesting game so far.
Yoshida Rajapaksa, they are calming things out. I think one of his teammates have taken the game a bit too serious, but then Yoshida Rajapaksa calming the moods between his players and the Army players. So it's a lovely sight here, but Army Sports Club have been having the better hand of this second half as well. Unfortunately enough, Navy couldn't score even in the opening, even when they had the opportunity to score. So that is the situation here at Valley Sarifa. Just tuning in now, Army Sports Club are leading against Navy Sports Club 13 points to 5.
So far, no scores in these first 15 minutes of the second half. Position and the territory-wise, Navy dominating the second half. Omalka Gunaratna once again. He always beat the first defender. Referee says play on. Unfortunately, knock on coming from Army player.
That was Nalaga Madushan again with the knock on, as Navy have men, but Chaturanga opted to put the ball in, but then it has landed on the hands of Army player, so Army will have the ball once again.
Big tackle coming by Lee Keegle. Referee saying off feet, falling with onto the rock. So Navy has another chance. Quite interesting. Rishi Dharmapala and Suranga Pushpakumar, they both scrum off. They're both on the park at the moment.
Interesting as well, Sabir. I think if you could go back to that passage of play where Omar Gunaratna and his former teammate Chatur Dilshan had a wonderful offload and covered almost 40 meters, but unfortunately, unfortunately, Omar couldn't hold on to the ball, so Navy had to let go of possession there.
Absolutely, Inshaf, absolutely. But the worrying part is Coach Ibrahim don't have much option in the bench.
We have our top try scorers and point scorers after the end of the first week. In fact, Kandy Sports Club had quite an exciting encounter last week against CHNFC, scoring 80 points. So Heshan Kalhar, Satyanatunga also from Navy Sports Club, and Mekalanga Proboda of CNFC have 2 tries apiece, while Prince Charmer, the former Army player and Science player, now playing for CNFC, leads the point scorer tally with 15 points alongside the national fullback Riza Mubarak and Samad Lakshan.
Line out this time taken nicely. Yoshida controlling the maul. And there goes the driving maul. Great defense, great work by
Navy once again in the attacking territory. They will need to score in this passage of play if they need to stay on top of the game. As
Leak Eagle trying to hit that into the line with a short pass. What a tackle by Army player. Rishi Dharmapada playing as fly half. Anuradha Walpola going into contact.
Omar Gunaratna very well tackled by the Army player.
There comes Dinusha Chaturanga. He steps and he offloaded inside. Tilina Veerasinghe going into contact. Now Rishi Dharmapada playing as a scrum half. Pushpa Kumar now as the number 10. Sending it to Sajid Saranga. Army defending really well since the start of the play. Pushpa Kumar trying to use for the short side. And there goes Dinusha Chaturanga. Can he make a score as he cuts inside? Supports coming on time. Inside the 22-meter mark. Chatura Dilshan going into contact. Leak Eagle assisting him into the ruck. Pushpa Kumar to Rishi. Oh, knock on coming.
Not the best of the passes, Sabe. That was a very horrible pass there by the player there. So unfortunately, Yossi Rajapaksa couldn't hold on to that. So the ball goes out. Chance missed once again for Navy Sports Club. That was an exciting passage of play by Navy as Dinu Saturanga mastered that attack into their 22-meter line. Unfortunately, they couldn't get themselves on top of the other team. So Army Sports Club will still remain to take the lead. So and it will be Army scrum down on Navy's 22-meter line.
Scrum time on the 22-meter mark. Mohammad Rizvi to feed in. Nicely taken by Manoj. Sending it to Aryapala. Aryapala going into contact to his opposite number, Kosala Thisera. Rizvi once again sending it nicely.
Asham Bandara puts the clearance kick, and there's an Army player chasing it as Dinu Saturanga collects it cleanly, and he's still on his feet, but he's been taken down by Army.
Rishi Dharmapada playing as a scrum half this time. Sajid Saranga going into contact. Pushpa Kumar sending it to Rishi Dharmapada. There goes Omalka Gunaratna. He's still strong. He's still fast. Leak Eagle once again going into contact. Suranga Pushpa Kumar sending it to Piris. Piris going into contact. No support. Finally arrives on time, and Leak Eagle takes the ball, and Leak Eagle goes into the space. He was trying for support. Support is not there on time, but winning a penalty finally. I think Navy should go into points. Army side entry causing this problem.
So the ThePapare has always been groundbreaking and now brings you fun and excitement to the grounds with its innovative application, the ThePapare fan app. All you need to do is download the app on the Google Play Store and head over to the ground and form your own cheer squad. I think that is one of the newest ways where you can cheer your squad through the ThePapare Fan Zone app. All you need to do is head over to the Google Play Store and download the app and stay connected. Tilina Veerasinghe will need to put those points on board. It's a crucial penalty for Navy Sports Club here. What has happened to Navy Sports Club? I think 3 or 4 kicks, 4 penalties, and 1 conversion missed on the straight. I think that is a very, very bad omen for Navy Sports Club, Sabir.
Absolutely, Inshaf. This is not favoring. It's not their day so far. But all the credits to Army. Their defensive structure being absolutely phenomenal, Inshaf. They still didn't let them to score a try in the second half.
I think Chanaka Chandima's absence has been truly felt for Navy. I think he was the regular kick taker for Navy in the early match as well, but unfortunately he had to sit out. Lichi Dharmapala sends it out wide. Referee signals advantage in favor of Navy Sports Club.
Rishi taking it quickly, playing the 10 meter advantage, going into contact. Dilshan sending it to Yoshita Rajapaksha. Looks like more Army spectators here than the Navy spectators at the grounds, Inshaf.
Exactly, again we can hear the Army rows outnumbered by the sailors.
Once again, disciplinary issue by the Army players this time. Army conceding another penalty this time. The first sin bin coming. That is number 23, Kamesh Fernando. He just came into the field, but that is quite unfortunate for the youngster.
Bad start for the former Peter Wright player Kamesh Fernando, making his way back to the bench. He will sit for 10 minutes in that Nordic challenge. I think that will be an instance where Navy can make into the Army's, break into Army's defense and try to score that important try.
Absolutely. Now their advantage playing 14 versus 15. Oh dear me, Walpola missed the throw in. Army winning this line out. Mohammad Rizvi putting that box kick. Looks like nobody wants the ball, but ball bounces into Salia Handapangoda. Salia steps. Salia goes. And he goes into contact.
Good pressure mounting up for Navy Sports Club.
Omalka once again. Shatru Dilshan this time. Knocks back, says referee Kader. I'm so inspired, I'm so...
Richie Dharmapala calling for the ball. He can see the blank space on the army line, in fact.
Richie Dharmapala stepping out nicely. But is that the right option? Suranga Pushpakumara getting caught. Army are still calm down in their defense. There goes Chaturanga. He's trying to sneak through the defense, but brave defense by the soldiers. There comes number 16, Ranasinghe Roshan. Sending out wide, Yoshita Rajapaksha. He had 2 options, inside and outside, sending it to Kosala Tisera. Kosala knocks it on. Kosala Tisera knocks it on. Unfortunately, nothing is going well for the Navy at the moment. Looking at the body language of Navy forwards, I don't think they have enough mojo to come back. Looks like they are given up this, because from the kickoff nothing did go well. As you can see, another replacement coming into the field. The tight head Dilip Niroshan is replaced by Omantha from the bench. So but remember, Inshaf, Army is still playing with 14 on the puck.
Still, Navy hadn't been able to take a clear advantage of that one-man difference. Seems to show how disorganized Navy has been all this while in this play. So Army Sports Club will need to work their way through. Army
it's
Sports Club leading 13 points to 5 still in this encounter. Navy hasn't still been able to take over or come even close to that lead so far. And Ashan Banda tries to run the ball from his own 22. That would have been one of the best choices he would have had, as referee signals advantage.
finally Navy profiting from Army error. Looks like they can score a try. We'll see. Once again, 2-on-1, 3-on-1 in fact. Looks like another yellow card. That is a clear yellow card incident because
13. That is number 13. Dinushan Aryapala for Army. I think that's a huge blow for the Soldiers. That was clearly an uncalled error for Soldiers. Aryapala twins brothers have been actually tremendous on field, and this will leave a very huge loophole in the Soldiers thing. Navy will definitely need to score. If they don't score, that will be clearly a miracle happening, Sabir. They will need to score. They'll need to score that points, and it's all their game. Navy are playing the two-man advantage at this point.
absolutely. Now Navy marching forwards 5 meters away. Malka Gunaratna going into contact. They have options out wide, numbers out wide. Pushpa Kumara is once again too slow, but referee says knock on, playing advantage in favor of the host team. Once again, Pushpa Kumara taking so much time. Send it out wide. You have option and numbers out wide.
Rishi Dharmapala gaining some inches there. The inches out on the try line as referee signals a penalty for offside as Pushpa Kumara bulges in through. That's try time for Navy Sports Club. Suranga Pushpa Kumara brings in the decisive try for the Sailors. Sailors go up by 5 points, and this has become so exciting once again. With the conversion to come, I think we are just 1 point, a single point in difference with the two scores, Sabir.
What is interesting, Moses Inshaf, the second yellow card, that knock-on, it was purposefully done by the Army player, but if it's a yellow card, if there's no man at the back, if the pass goes into Dinusha Jaturanga, it's a straightaway try. I wonder whether it's not a penalty try. This is something for me to look back after this game. This is Tinina Veerasinghe.
He will need to put these points on board if they need to win this encounter, and he does so. So Navy go up by 7 points, Navy go up to 12 points, and Army are just 1 point ahead of the Sailors. So it will be game on once again in this last 15-20 minutes of play.
Salinda with the restart. Taken nicely by Chatur Dilshan. Dilshan sending it to Ranasinghe. 12 points to 13. Lovely inside pass to Salia Hadapangoda. Salia correctly so putting the kick into the space. He has gas. He is a speedster. Good defense coming by Salia Hadapangoda. And looks like once again Navy. Referee the playing advantage. A meter away. Need a quick ball. Screaming out the supporters. Ranasinghe going into contact. Centimeters away. Satya Ranatunga this time. Centimeters away by Navy Sports Club. Rishi Dharmapala sending out wide. Finally, Dinusha Chaturanga. Oh, now Navy can breathe a little inch up.
I think that was the yellow card. The second yellow card was the difference, Sabir, in this encounter. Iman Dushan Aurepala's yellow card. He sent off clearly unnecessary as Dinu Chaturanga once again on his usual rhythm scores that important try and cruises past the Army score line as Navy take the lead in this final 10 minutes as Navy go up 17 points to 13 in this encounter. Army had it till the last 15-20 minutes, Sabir, but unfortunately they couldn't get things sorted out. Crucial try for important points on board for Navy Sports Club with that Dinu Chaturanga try. Chaturanga once again, when you give that man too much of space, he will obviously make maximum use of it, and he did that right so by scoring that important try as Tilna Veera Singh will try to add those extra 2 points to extend the lead and take victory far away from the soldiers. Conversion sliding away to the right, so additional points are not awarded for the soldier for the sailors as Kamesh Fernando has completed his fair time in the bench and he comes back onto the side. So the Army are back in 14 with 14 men on field.
Yes, 2 yellow cards and 2 tries for Navy. This is what they wanted. After all, Omalka Gunaratna going into contact once again. And this time he giving away another penalty for holding on. This is the second time he did, despite the fact he's been the main player so far. So far he has been the player for Navy Sports Club as he made all the hard yards. Asoka Jailal taking a quick tap. Navy Army in fact marching forward. They have changed their strategy now.
Referee awarding that penalty once again, so things have worked correctly for Army Sports Club.
I think Army should go for the 3 points in shove.
It was an interesting call by Jalal. Jalal taking the ball and moving forward. He could have gone for the 3 points and cut the lead into 1 point, but instead they try to go on the quick tap as they gain a few more meters.
Great running angle by Army player. Still managed to keep the ball in hand. Looks like Army on verge to score one more try. Can they score? They're playing with 14 men, inches away. Army still with the ball, pick and run. That's what Asoka Jailal instructed the Army. A big testing time for the Navy defenders. Another pick and run. Highly testing time for the Navy defense.
And here comes Jalal. Jalal tries to go up. He still has men on the outside as the Army scrum half Rizvi goes for his options. He makes a small fumble, Aryapala, but he still has the ball. And here sends it out, Rizvi sends it out to Ashan Bandara. Ashan Bandara fends off one, but he goes down. And Jalal tries to go on his own.
Very good defense showing by Navy. Sending out wide to Jailal. Jailal going into contact.
For that important try, I think they're not good. They don't want those 3 points, but they are going for that try. They want that 5 points, Sabir. Interesting choice. Must be a tactical decision from the coach.
Now it's all about game management and experience, Insha. We have more than 5 minutes to play, and I think they should make these 3 points. Then the margin is just a point, and they can always come back. But instead, we'll see if they lose the ball from here. That will hurt them, but so far they are managing to keep the ball position. They have been dominating force in this pick and run. Not many bodies involving in the ruck by the Navy Sports Club. Good defense. Mohammad Rizvi sending it to Jailal. Walpola and Omalka.
Good defense by Navy Sports Club. I think we've gone over 10 phases of play by the Soldiers. Soldiers are trying to move there through, but they're not given any space. As here comes Ashan Bandara. Ashan Bandara goes that pins one, but he's gone down. And is it a try? Referee says
held up. Referee says so. Another attacking scrum for Army Sports Club from the 5-meter mark.
As you can see, Aryapala making his way onto the field. So Army are back on full strength. So last passage of play for the Soldiers. They will need to score if they want to win this encounter. It is exciting once again. It's exciting stuff in this final minutes of play for in this at Valisara. So it will all come down to this important scrum which Mohammad Rizvi will put to the feed into.
Interesting scrum. Perhaps this scrum would decide everything.
It all comes down to this important scrum, Sabir. This will be the decision-making scrum of the day. Anuranga Walpola binding in that front row. I think he'll bring in a lot of expertise towards the Sailors. They are playing his fair share of game time in Candy Sports Club as well as Havelock Sports Club before he moved here. So Army will need to work their way through their forwards and try to make history at Valisara as the number 8 Manoj Silva breaks through.
Jalal once again playing the 80 minutes game today. Army going forward. Jalal with the ball. Looks like he scored. Looks like Army captain Ashoka Jalal has scored.
Ashoka Jalal has brought history here at Valisara. Valisara has made history here, Sabir. Ashoka Jalal, the man leading from the start. Army Sports Club have scored the important try. The crowds go wild. Army Sports Club, the fans have gone wild. The players have gone wild. So have their management. This is happening here at Valisara. Army Sports Club have scored that important try.
Oh dear me. This is unbelievable stuff by Army and the captain Jalal. It's not over yet. It's not the full time, but the crowd, the spectators, the Army fan already jumped into the pitch to celebrate the win, which they think, but it's not the full time yet. It's 18 points to 17 with the conversion to come by Army fullback Salia Handapangoda. Army clearly sticking to their decision. I actually thought they would go for the 3 points and come back, but we'll see. Perhaps Salim the curves it in, and it's not good. And it is a full time, says Irshad Kader. What a shocking result here at Valley Center Grounds. Army beating Navy 18 points to 7. In fact, 18 points to 17. What a rally we have witnessed here. Without a doubt, it was Navy who was strong in the papers, in the headlines. And also, in fact, I predicted that Navy would be winning this game. And what a game shown by the soldiers. From the kickoff itself, it didn't go well for the Navy Sports Club. It was Devanand who started instead of Chanaka Chandimal, because playmaker Chandimal missed out. But Devanand had some good kickings territorial, but in terms of delivering his pass to Lee Keegal or Dinusha Chaturanga or even Kosara Thisara, it didn't work much for the sailors. So all the credits to Army. They did really well from the start. They led the halftime, and one stage they were out to 2 man. They were playing only 13 against 15, but what a defensive performance that they showed. And especially the last minute try by Asoka Jalal. He marshaled his troops really well, and he's our man of the match, the Army captain Asoka Jalal, today finishing with a lovely style. Also up next would be tomorrow's big clash, CRNFC taking on Havelocks. That's at Longden Place. Kickoff at 4 p.m. Watch live on ThePapare.com. And also on Sunday, Kandy Sports Club taking on Air Force Sports Club. That's at Nitawela. Kandy winning the first game against CH 80 points to 3, and they will be looking to put them points into more. Also Air Force on the other hand will have a tough battle at Nitawela grounds on Sunday. Watch live that match also at 4 p.m. on www.thepapare.com. And for Army, of course, credits to Aryapala brothers and also Mohammad Rizvi, the scrum half. He played really well, but Captain Jalal, once again, he's proving his worth on this squad. Not only he's a captain, not only he's a senior man, but playing the 80 minutes. Of course, last week, by the 65th minute, he was out, a little bit of fitness concern, but today, what a game he had. So well done, Army Sports Club, and that's all we have from here. And as you can see in this, the Army bands and Army dancing on the Navy pitch. This is something not everyone expected. Selfies all around by Army spectators, and the band taking them into the dressing room. Great display by Army Sports Club. In the preview, Captain Jalal, of course, himself has said that they want to finish this season strongly. Finishing fourth is what they want. And this is how it ended today's game. At the halftime, it was 5 points to 13 in favor of the soldiers. But later they're hitting back. In fact, Navy hitting back with 2 tries, but Army managed to make a final minute try by the skipper. As you can see, Army 2 tries, 1 conversion, 2 penalties. For Navy's key stats, 3 tries and 1 conversion only. But Navy will be getting a losing bonus point because the margin is 7 or less. And it will be updated in the points table in the coming week. And that's all we have here from Valisar grounds. And I'm Sabir Qadar signing off along with Inshaf Ghafoor, sharing the passion.
Now I can withdraw Easy Cash from any commercial bank ATM which displays the Easy Cash logo. Select cardless transactions. Select your preferred language. Select Easy Cash. Type in the amount you need. Enter your Easy Cash account number. You will receive a message onto your mobile. Enter your Easy Cash PIN and send to complete your transaction.
Now use commercial bank ATMs to withdraw Easy Cash at your convenience. Call 7111 for more information. Easy Cash, money in your mobile. Now transact with over 14 million Easy Cash customers via Dialog, Etisalat and Hutch. Dial #111 to register today. Connect to Sri Lanka's largest Wi-Fi network with over 2,500 hotspots across the country. Cafes, restaurants, colleges, hospitals, bus stands, train stations and many more. Select Dialog Wi-Fi and visit wifi.dialog.lk to register and get your username and password. Choose from 4 easy ways to top up your account. Go Wi-Fi, go Dialog.
Dialog Self-Care app is Sri Lanka's first and only award-winning app and is the best in the region with trilingual support. So we further improved the app to give more power and control to you. Even more powerful now, with over 50 dialogue services at your control anytime, any place, in your own preferred language. New services for Club Vision members. Step onto the world of self-care possibilities. Download now for free.
This is iPhone 6s. Not much has changed, except it responds to the pressure of your finger, which changes how you read a text, read an email, read the news. Wait, you read the news?
Yep.
Of course you do. The camera shoots 4K video now. And selfies have changed. Now your screen is the flash. That's gonna get like 1 million likes.
Thanks.
Actually, photos themselves have changed. They move now. So yeah, that's what's changed.
Don't be constrained. Be versatile, be flexible. You have the power. Set talk time, SMS, and data quotas to match your style and enjoy the full potential of your mobile package. It's my plan from Dialog. Absolute power to you.
To create your own plan, visit www.dialog.lk/myplan or call 1777 for more information.
Catch the action live on ThePapare.com.